That moment when I'm using a tripod as holding my fucking camera. Holding this giant ass tripod because I forgot I had this, so like I haven't been using it for vlogs when I should have been using it for vlogs. Nevertheless, this bitch works. It's like a steady cam. Oh my god. Alright, so I know you guys are just absolutely loving, why is there watermarks all over my car? What the fuck? Rain in my garage overnight? What the dick, bro? Like, oh my god. You guys are just loving the Lotus and the color because some of you guys just love gray. Isn't gray fabulous? Little P.O., why is there watermarks just all up and down the side of my car, man? I don't want to feel like sitting here cleaning it. It just takes too much work. Anywhere else on my car? Like, bruh. Like, oh my god, bro. It's like right there, too. Oh my god, it's all the way. Dude, what the fuck? Did it like legitimately rain in my garage last night? The car did not look like this when I went to bed. I think you guys know what's going on. We're getting rid of this red right here. It's on the door panels too. We're gonna be kind of taking this like one little titty at a time, and we are going to get rid of the red on the top frame first. So like I said, we're gonna be focusing today. I mean, it'll be probably in the same video, but dude, this handle has to come off this door and it does not want to come off. Right now, I'm really just going to be focusing really on this inside area here you can see in the camera. It's not really important, but I'm going to hit it just to kind of finish it off, if you will. That window. We might lift this part up. Okay, so I know you guys can't see down here, but the bottom of the sill down here, I don't know if is it sill or seal? Down here, I might hit that red, but at the same time, man, I think that's just something I'm not gonna worry about. Cause like, when the door's closed, you can't see it, like at all. I think that might be secondary. The finish up here isn't gonna be perfect. I'm gonna do the best I can, but it's not gonna be perfect. But you gotta remember, when I put on the hardtop's gonna cover about a half an inch or probably a quarter of an inch down this red. So when the hardtop's on, it goes into these brackets here and it covers almost all of that. So you won't even see it. So this seal will actually be kind of compressed. But you shut your whore mouth. Right here, I might pull this little like seal guy up. But again, this stuff is all non-contact, man. None of this stuff is being touched. I mean, you might touch it when you get in the car, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be touching it. Well, shit.
We're removing the trim over here, definitely the first step of the process. Definitely want to give it a good pull on this, really remove the seal. Goes off real great, looks real good, a little scratch there, but you want to just kind of clean up this area with some rubbing alcohol, okay?
So we're gonna do a time lapse, and the time lapse is gonna be me cleaning, and we're going to mask. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and mask it. So whatever gay, awesome music I have playing, continue its playing. Off-ish. I didn't do like the most amazing job masking off, but it's gonna work for this. You're also gonna notice I am using a can of Plastidip, not my actual like gun and everything. That is because if I actually try to use the gun, the fan of the gun, even if you adjusted it, is like that big, and that's way too big for this area, and it's gonna create a lot of overspray. So I'm really just gonna focus on, I got gunmetal grade cans. I'm gonna be hitting this side up. So I'm not using the gun. I'm hoping this goes okay. I mean, it's masked off good. Down here in the back window should be fine, but if I get any overspray, I can always peel it off. Alright, so that's like 3 coats. I'm still not done. I'm probably gonna try to use almost this whole can. But like I said, that is 3 coats. It's going on there smoothly. It goes on there pretty nicely. When you only got like 1 line, you're not gonna be able to tell it's been sprayed because this stuff, it covers that whole area almost perfectly. But that's like 3 coats right there, 3 or 4 coats. I think I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more. I'll probably do 2 more coats just to assure everything is on there. Because I did see a couple red spots while I was doing that. So I'm gonna do about, probably like I said, probably about 2 more coats to make it 4 to 5 coats on there. Nice and good. And then on the last one, since all the tape is really close, I'm actually gonna pull the tape right after because it's gonna be wet. So I'm gonna treat it like a wet area, and I'm gonna do that. I still got down in the sill of the door. And like I said, I think that'll be something I address later. It's not something you see in the car unless the door swings open. But obviously I do want to address it. The door we're gonna do next, guys. Next we're gonna do the whole door, which means I'll have to take off the panel. As I take off the panel, I'm gonna have to take off the door seal. And after the seal's off, everything under there is game, and I can just kind of go at it. Everything is basically off of the car and the main parts. Obviously, like I said, I do have overspray in some parts in the inside of the car, but this overspray rubs off. Like I'm already taking all this overspray off right now. But I do want to wait for it to dry before I get in here and start rubbing it because it's not dry yet. So if I start sitting here rubbing this stuff, it's actually going to, I'm gonna accidentally hit the fucking actual part, and that shit's gonna rub too. And we ain't trying to do that. To sum up today, I sprayed down there. This rubber gasket is so divided that I'm basically going to take some paint thinner and just run down the damn gasket. I painted that whole thing. I hit the inside of there. It's all wet, so it looks like shit right now. Always does when it's wet. Finished up the inside of that area right there. I'm going to hit this right here, but I want to lift this piece up first so I can spray underneath it. There's red that runs all the way up there. I don't think I'm going to hit. Like I said, guys, this looks like shit because I only have 1 coat on it. Or if even 1 coat. Right here I don't think I'm going to be able to hit, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. So I'll probably just ride this line all the way to the gasket over there. Did the same thing on the other side. Tomorrow I'm going to be removing that black door panel and that black handle. And we're removing both of those and just spraying the whole door from, you know, down here. I can easily remove this seal as well. This whole thing will come off, so I'll remove this seal and I'll spray literally this whole entire door panel. Take off the window seal as well, hit the inside of this, probably take off the reflector. Yeah, so that's the plan. Also, I didn't mention I need to get more nuts for these. I have the bolts, but the nuts are gone for this. I need to go to Home Depot and get this, and I'm actually gonna be taking this off, and I'm gonna dip this black, because I don't even know what it is. It's a shitty paint job. I'm gonna dip this black and then put glossifier on it, so it's like a gloss black, not matte. Doing that. Like I said, doing that, and that's all the red. We're finishing this up tomorrow, and this will be completely done. All the red will be gone. I will tell you guys, I will not be finished with the interior, though. I have a lot of interior plans, so just hang on. This car is, we're gonna not stop modding this car for the rest of the time. This has got like 4 or 5 coats on it. I let it dry while I was streaming, and I think it's pretty good. The texture is not the best. Again, that is because I had to use a rattle can for this, but I mean, it's still fine. I mean, it's smooth as fuck. It's just it looks kind of ripply. I've never used this stuff before, so we are going to try it out. I don't know how it works, so I'll kind of like, I kind of open this with 1 hand. Motherfucker. Let's give it a shine, and I know it doesn't look the best, but it definitely, this gas cap looks so much better than what it did before. I can't express it to you now. I didn't really show you guys all that much, but it looked like complete shit before. It looked so bad, like it was really half-assed. So I'm really excited. This is actually coming out pretty good, and if it keeps that, keeps that kind of shine like that, it's gonna look really good with the rims like that, and kind of add to the gloss black. So I'm assuming this takes like, hold can, blah, blah, blah. Assumption this takes probably about 30 minutes to an hour to do in between coats. At least that's what I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it some time in between coats. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. It says the more you do, the glossier it is. I don't want it to be like stupid glossy, but I mean, I want it to look good. So I guess I'll let this dry and see what it dries like, and I'll go make dinner now. Chicken laps. Guys, welcome back. We're gonna start doing the door now. I'm not gonna time lapse this because this is gonna take a second to do. This thing is literally gonna be beat to shit into about 100 different pieces because it's epoxied on here and it just doesn't come off with a heat gun. I did the other side already because I had to replace this. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna take off the door and I'll continue back with you guys in a second. Give you guys the full kind of experience of what I have to do here to take off this handle. I've read through like the Lotus forums and stuff like that. This handle, it's like impossible to take off without completely snapping it off. So the only way I can do this is by literally snapping it off. I've tried a heat gun, I've tried some things that the Lotus forums have suggested. Guys, this does not come off. Like, it's epoxy from hell. And I don't really understand what the hell you British people have to do with epoxy. Okay, so I'm not doing a bunch of masking simply because some of the areas that I would mask, I can easily wipe off with a rag with some paint thinner. And it doesn't touch the plastic. So like that seal down there, I'm not worried about. Anything in the car I can easily wipe. And then actually I know you guys see all this red on the door, but that's because I took the panel off. So the only real parts that I need to really hit are up here in the bottom part and then down in there. But I'm gonna still hit it all really good and then go from there. I'm gonna be spraying on top of this like 3M shit and this crap too. But again, I have a brand new handle that will sit on top of that, so let's do this. I did like 4 coats of fucking rattle can on this thing, and it works, it's going on there, but I really don't like it for the simple thing that one whole rattle can has taken like 3 coats on the inner edge and on here, and it's still not sufficiently covered. Like guys, I'm gonna say this now, if you rattle can a whole car or anything like that, you're an idiot. The amount of price that it would take to rattle can a car than to just buy one of these in the paint is literally going to be more expensive. I would use the rattle can for small things on the car like this, but even this is a little too big for me to really be like using rattle can. So I'm actually switching to my sprayer. I'll bring you guys up to it now, show it to you guys. Like, I mean, it's not dry yet, so it looks like shit, but for the most part, you can still kind of see red. I'm not talking about the inner areas right there. Like, you can still kind of see red in those areas, and just I'm going to be actually spraying it the way I sprayed the car so I can get the same type of finish. So we're gonna do that and I'll see you guys in a second. So I pretty much finished this up. I want to show you guys a comparison here of using a can of Plasti Dip and using the actual sprayer. On the passenger side here, I used the can, and you can clearly tell kind of the texturing that a can gives. I mean, it's really just god awful. I mean, I'm gonna deal with it, and I mean, even if I hold the camera like this, you can see this is sprayed from the actual sprayer. That is from a can, and that is exactly why you don't use a can on cars. The area ended up being too big for the can, and it kind of like textured the whole entire area. Side, I used the actual sprayer. This is the driver's side, and you can see how the texture of this side matches the texture of the car. It's literally the same, and the same thing with this thing that runs down. I got a lot of overspray because I didn't mask anything off, but this is covered with a cover anyways. But this is just a comparison, guys. I'm telling you, cans, Plasti Dip is garbage. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything back on the car. Kind of show it to you guys. I also put the gas cap back on, as you guys can see it here. It is glossy and it looks a shit ton better than what it did before. It's actually done right. But like I said, guys, this is exactly why I will never touch the can of Plasti Dip again, because of this texturing, because it just looks like absolute garbage. I'm gonna end up peeling this off one of these days and just redoing it. I'm gonna let it be for right now, but I am gonna peel this up and get the same textures out here. But this picture alone is all you kind of need to see that. I mean, this is the sprayer, this is can is shit. I am done. I've done everything. I'm gonna show you guys kind of like an exterior look of what it looks like, and then I'm gonna get in and like put the camera where I usually vlog with it and show you guys that way. This is if you like just approach up into the car, and you're gonna see, boom, gray, matches perfectly. And if you look inside the car, matches perfectly, looks really good. You can see the gray which is up there. And about all the stuff I painted, you only see that part when you're inside the car. That's literally all you see. Inside the car, the camera usually sits somewhere around there. I don't have my tripod, so you guys are gonna see the air conditioner right here, but this is typically where it sits. And I would be right here, and this is what you guys saw would be red. This is red usually as well. I did get a run on the back end right here. I know you guys could probably see it. Right, it sits, there's like a bad run that sits right here. Not hard to fix. I'm just gonna sand it one of these days and come back out and spray it real quick. I got it off the silver piece from the locker. Same thing over there. Like I said, that did not come out as good as I wanted it to. It's not as smooth. It doesn't look as, you know, good. I actually like really despise it. Today I am redoing this. So, I mean, this was kind of a learning curve. Surprisingly, this side, this thing up here came out really well, but you really won't see this once I get my hard top on. Half of that will actually be gone. But these top parts on both of them, I mean, this one is smooth as hell. Like, this one looks really good, except I let it run over here. And so when you run something, you have to take it off by sanding it, just like wet sanding with paint. And I'll sand that, and after I sand that, I'll close it up. But even though this looks really grainy and horrible because I did use the rattle can plastic dip, it still looks better than this, you know, glaring ass red in the car. I will tell you guys, my car is never gonna be done, okay? So when I say that, a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, it looks great, it's done now. I'm never gonna be done with the car. I'm gonna constantly change the interior. This color is definitely not final. I definitely have a lot of things going, but I can tell you, by getting rid of that red, it makes this car feel much cleaner. Like, I feel like I'm in, not a luxury car, but I don't feel like I'm in such of a meh car. Before, when I was gotten here, it just kind of felt kind of off, like it wasn't comfortable. You were comfortable, but it just felt kind of off because stuff didn't match, and it just was kind of that bad feeling. But after I did this, even though I got this goddamn run is literally bothering the fuck out of me. I want it out of my life, and out every single time I open my door, I'm gonna see it. So it'll probably get fixed pretty quick. It just feels a lot cleaner. It feels a lot better to be in this when it's matching. Alright, you guys, I love you so much. The next Lotus video will come out on Wednesday. Big video coming out on Wednesday. I'm super excited. Cannot wait to show you guys. It's going to be amazing. Like I said, it's going to complete the car. I'm really excited for it. On that note, guys, we're going to start her up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. Neutral. Wait. Wait. Key. Okay, now I'm ready. Cold start. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you guys on Monday for a motovlog. And other than that, love your faces. Have a good one, and goodbye.